Okay, so today we're going to do a Mediterranean baked chicken, and while the chicken is baking, we're going to make a orzo pasta Greek salad. So what we're going to use today are the chicken thighs from our chicken fab. So there will be 4 of them, 2 from each bird that each of you did. They're kind of on the small side. So, and they should have the skin on them for the most part. So that's what they look like. Now, to prepare them, we're basically going to, we've got them in our pie tin. We're going to take our lemon and we're going to go ahead and cut that into 4 kind of real thin wheels. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and basically 1 wheel will go on top of each chicken. And then you're going to have a container that has oregano and seasoning salt. So when you shake it, you should see both. And you're going to take your fingers and you're just going to kind of rub the oregano in between your fingers to kind of release some of the oils. And we're going to go ahead and bring our chicken over here and we're going to season both sides of it. So as I'm seasoning, I'm just going to kind of rub my fingers together, break apart the oregano, get some of the salt and pepper and the garlic, and then I'm going to go ahead and flip it over. And I'll do the same thing on the bottom. And you may not use all of your seasoning, don't feel like you have to, but you just want to be pretty generous with it. Okay, so those are all ready to go. We're then going to take our butter and just take your knife kind of like it's toast, and it should be a little bit soft. You're just going to put a little smear of it on top of each thigh. And that'll be for our baking. And then we're going to take our lemon wheels and we'll just kind of make like a little sandwich. And so we'll get some real nice butter. We'll get that fresh lemon flavor. And then we will also get obviously the salt, pepper, and the oregano. Then you're going to go ahead and bring it over. We'll have sheet pans set up. And kind of show you what it looks like. I'll have 200 pans. There'll be a 200 pan sitting on a sheet pan, and we'll label your name. We'll probably get about 3 groups per 200 pan. So right here we can label your name, and that way we'll be able to keep track of them. So I'm going to go ahead and put my 4 on the 200 pan. So 1, 2, 3. So we should get about 12 per pan. And then we're going to put them all in the oven together, and then we'll kind of bake them off that way. So while that's in the oven, or while you get your chicken set up, you'll go ahead and clean and sanitize your board, and then we'll start on the orzo. Okay, so for the orzo salad, the first thing we see is our dried orzo pasta. Now, when you're doing the orzo, you're going to cook the pasta in salted water, probably for about 9 minutes. I would set a timer. I caution you to use a large saucepan and plenty of water. This orzo loves to suck up water, so we don't want to run short. So you only have about a half a deli container. I would probably have about 4 quarts of water, about a gallon of water, and we'll get that boiling. We'll do it for 9 minutes. We're also going to have some Kalamata olives chopped up. We've got some feta cheese, red onion. We've got seeded and peeled cucumbers. We've got minced parsley that's been rinsed. We've got a little bit more oregano, and we've got some chopped up artichoke hearts. We've got a little touch of lemon juice and a little touch of olive oil. You're going to need a mixing bowl for this, and a high heat spatula for combining. All right, so once your orzo is cooked, we're gonna go ahead and rinse it in cold water and strain it through a chinois, and it'll make about this much, so it more than doubles in size. So that's why I was telling you, definitely make sure that you have plenty of water. So we're gonna go ahead and take our mixing bowl, and we're gonna go ahead and add our orzo pasta. And it should look like rice, but it should also be pretty light and fluffy. So we're gonna add your diced up cucumbers that you seeded and peeled. You're gonna add your Kalamata olives, which gives it a little bit of saltiness. You're gonna add some artichoke hearts that have been marinated, I think grilled maybe. We've got our red onion that you'll have diced up. And then we'll have a little touch of lemon juice and a little touch of olive oil. And then we will toss in our parsley and our oregano. And then the last thing will be your feta cheese crumbles. Now, the nice thing about this is we haven't added any salt, simply for the fact that the olives and the feta cheese have quite a bit of salt in them just by nature. So from a flavor standpoint, I wouldn't check it for seasoning until you are good to go. So we'll just go ahead and combine all these ingredients. And what you'll see is a really nice, kind of light and refreshing side. It's a different way to do pasta. It's going to be cold, but it'll go well with your roasted lemon butter chicken. And so each of you will get the chicken and your pasta. Now, you will also add a tomato concassé to this as well, which I forgot in this video, but you will add that in. So we will be able to use a concassé tomato as our garnish at the end. So you'll want to make sure before you add salt into your water and cook your orzo, we'll use that same water to concassé your tomato. So through the magic of TV, I've got my tomatoes. Go ahead and throw them in there. Gives it a nice red color, and now that finishes everything so it has a nice look to it. And that'll be a good accompaniment for our chicken.